So the state of healthcare recruitment early May, I want to do a quick rundown. I did one early April on good news, bad news, what you can focus on. And just want to run through a few things in a couple minutes. Some of the effects on different specialties has been varied. We've seen patient visits reduce the most in ENT and surgery, 75 to 79% reduction in patient visits. And then the least affected has been psych, that's been at 30%. And then primary care has been right in the middle at about 49% reduction in patient visits in April. Another big factor here is employees that were let go or furloughed that were making under $26 an hour roughly are making about 50 to 70% more money by remaining unemployed, which is going to create some issues in them coming back into the workforce over the next couple months as you need them. That could pose some problems. That's at $26 an hour range where they're making a decent amount of money from staying at home. We're hoping that in late May, early June, elective surgeries start picking up, preventative visits start picking up. Those are the two main components that have really hurt health systems over the past couple months as they're losing revenue because they're not getting preventative visits and elective surgery. So we're hoping that can trickle back in. As potentially recruiting budgets are going down, let's say you had a recruiting budget for paying search firms of $300,000, now it's going to $100,000, let's say. I think a really big question you've got to ask yourself is, what are the hardest positions for you to fill? Historically, over the past 3 years, which positions have been so hard to fill that now would be a good time to allocate the money towards those searches, whether it was a CRNA or a chief medical officer, whatever it is. Look at how you're going to allocate that money really wisely. And now's the time to start courting and interviewing A players, people that were really hard to find. They might be on the market right now, and you could start courting and interviewing them. So when things tick back up in a couple months, you have the ability to pull the trigger and hire them real quick. For internal recruiters, that maybe some internal recruiters are being let go. They're going from a 6-person team to a 2-person team. The biggest advice is stay active, keep building relationships. People are willing to get on the phone with you now more than ever and build those genuine relationships. Fear lies in the stagnant water when nothing's moving. So stay active, build those relationships so you can rebound strong in June or July. Lastly, embrace virtual interviews, virtual tours, virtual interviews, virtual hiring without meeting them face-to-face. That will be the new norm over the next couple months, where offers are going to need to be going out virtually versus meeting them face-to-face. And if you can onboard virtually, that's another big win. The other big positive thing that's going to come out through this is retention's going to be easier, wages are going to stabilize and go down. That's been a bear we've been fighting over the past couple of years, is wages are increasing, it's harder to retain people because they're getting better offers. All that's going to slow down. So that's a little recap of what's going on in healthcare recruitment in early May.